Hey crew, what up? Taylor Welch here. Have you ever wondered how traffic and funnels grew so fast? I mean, 4 years ago, the company was nothing. Nobody knew who we were. We didn't have any revenue, no clients, no products, no content. And we noticed really quickly that we had something special, but it's not just that Chris and Taylor are special. There are processes, recipes, concepts, materials, foundational strategies that have allowed us to go from 0 to 8 figures in about 3.5 years. And one of the things we do that's really cool, and I think it's really fun for a lot of our clients, is we publish our learning lessons every single month. It's about 8 to 10 pages. In fact, the most recent one was a little bit longer. We talk about how to hire, how to find people, how to run advertising, our recent marketing tactics, some of our strategies for sales. We cover every element of how to grow a healthy, predictable, successful, and most importantly, growing client business. And people rave about this. We've got almost 6,000 people subscribe to this every single month. And we'll actually ship it to you, maybe your office, your home, wherever you tell us to ship it to you. And every single month, we include some extra perks to it, sometimes audio content, sometimes some video content. It's one of the best programs that you can be in, I think, in the world if you run a client business. And the best part is it's very, very affordable. We've tried to price this at a level that anybody can be a part of it who needs it and who wants it. So you can check it out at trafficandfunnels.com/IAM. IAM, basically Insiders Access Monthly, IAM, trafficandfunnels.com/IAM. We'll send you out the first package as soon as you hop in. And I'm telling you, this is one of the most fantastic ways that you can learn from the mistakes and the growth curves of other people. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Talk soon.
You're listening to the Traffic and Funnels Show, the best show on the planet for client businesses to learn about traffic, funnels, sales, and conversions. Chris and Taylor are the founders of Traffic and Funnels, a digital marketing consultancy helping you get paid clients from cold traffic daily. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Taylor.
I thought this would be interesting to give you guys like our cultural points that we just actually finally got written down. Chris has had some for a while, and I took them and we kind of put them into a company culture, like a company charter. Number one, we look forward to problems. We look forward to problems. Problems are gifts. They show us when and where to grow. Why is this important to add to your culture? It keeps people from burnout. So people know that like solving problems is great. That's like you get points for solving problems, like a game. The more problems you can solve, the better. Number two, we do not repeat mistakes. Now, here's a counterbalance. Problems are great, but if you're solving the same problem every single day, you don't get points for that problem. You lose points for that problem. Number three, we don't cut corners. How you do one thing is how you do everything. You walk into our offices and we have people that are responsible for taking care of like the kitchen once a week. Like one of my biggest pet peeves of all time is just like, somebody may be like good at selling or whatever, but you walk over to their desk and there's just like shit everywhere. That's not a conflict. That's the type of person you are. Because if they don't care about what's going on around them, they're not going to care about clients either. How you do one thing is how you do everything. You got to wrap everything up together. And the littlest thing that we do is we're going to do that with excellence. Make sense? We act from numbers, not emotion. Pull this one from Chris. Yes. At all times, we put emotion under the reigning rule of data and information. Why is this important to have?
Well, what changes? Emotions change.
So you want a consistent culture, or do you want a culture that's up and down? And in December, it was great, but March, everyone's leaving. It's just like, we want consistency. We have metrics that we use to make decisions. We own our results. A bullet point next to this one is just we're telling people, take as much responsibility as you can. The level of fulfillment and pay that you get here is going to correlate to the amount of responsibility you can take. You guys don't really know a lot of our operations team, but you're going to start seeing more of Renee in the client success side. And there's an example of someone who just will do anything and take over, and she wants to be more involved. She printed out this bullet list on a piece of paper the other day, wanting to do more. How many of you would like to have like 20 Renees? It's like, give me more to do. I can do more responsibility. I got this.
Don't try to steal her either.
She's like, she's a culture fit. She's in that vibe. She's like, what can I do? I can see this that can improve, this that can improve. You want those types of people. And then when you get them, you want to be able to promote them. Hang on to them. Give them new stuff to do, new problems to solve. Got it? We crave constant, constructive feedback. The bullet next to this one is it's your duty. If you're on the TF team, it's your duty to find those with more like longevity, more income, more whatever, and ask them, what coaching can you give me? What can I do different? This is something you will not build into your culture by putting it on your culture list. The only way to build it is for people to see you asking them for constructive feedback. And then they copy you. Boom, it's built. You don't ask once. You ask consistently, over and over. You got to do this yourself. If you want people to model you, you have to be a person worthy of modeling. And this is just something we want people to be pretty upfront with each other. Make sense? We know our why. You got to be careful with this one because we're not talking about us as a company. We're not talking about traffic and funnels. Why does traffic and funnels exist? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about individuals. Like, why do you work at Traffic and Funnels? What's in this for you? Why are you here? What does it mean to you? You know, there's like 7 million more jobs than unemployed people in the United States right now. Thanks, Trump. It's made the economy so good we can't hire people. So everybody's already employed. Doesn't matter what you think about Trump, but that's the current statistics right now. There are millions and millions and millions of places to work. You have to understand your team, they're not out of options. That's not why they're working for you. Sometimes people get transactional. They just come to work because they get paid, but you want to actually eliminate that as soon as possible. Why are you here? What's in this for you? Does this make sense? This can be a dangerous thing to add to your culture. But let me tell you, like from personal experience, if somebody's here for a paycheck, they're taking a seat from someone who could be here for mission. And who's going to do a better job? The missional person. But that missional person, they'll never come in because the seat's taken.
Just one note on this, like if you can build a pool of people who are already, like this is indoctrination to your way. Right? Culture is indoctrination to your belief systems, your values. So it's a really good position you'll be in if you can get this before someone even works for you. All right, so we see that. We have a lot of that in our group. Like when I put that post out for the media buyer, like people are fighting. Like I will do anything I want in TF. Like they've never run an ad a day.
Somebody was like, I'll move across the country without my husband for a year. And we were like, whoa.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if that's good or not. Someone like that, they're going to fight. If they're going to fight to get into your company, they're probably going to fight for your company and your clients and all that kind of stuff.
Cool. So we know our why. Personally, we know why we're here, what we're doing. You could get a paycheck stocking shelves at Kroger. You could go to Starbucks. There's a lot of places you can go. What does TF do for you? Are you bought in? Buy-in is the key ingredient for this culture point. We invest into ourselves inside and outside. This is really, really important because if you're in a fast growth company, you have to understand that your employees are going to be redlining a lot. You know what redlining means? Like you get in a fast car and their RPMs go all the way up to 8 and you stay there for too long, your engine blows up. That's redlining. Somebody else could probably explain it better, but this is you're burning. You're going all cylinders. Like it's intense, it's chaotic at times. People go all in and they like work a lot for a startup. It's important that you're investing in yourself outside, you're growing. So I actually don't know anybody who has failed at Traffic and Funnels because of like competency issues. For whatever reason, they just couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure out how to use a Mac. They just, it's never that. But I can think of a list of people who have like, they just didn't invest in themselves. They didn't grow. They weren't willing to grow. They burned out. They didn't take a vacation. Did something stupid at work. Had to be let go. You know what I mean? Here's the last one. Or no, there's 3 more. Number 9. We prioritize constant growth. It sounds just like the last one. But there's a paragraph next to this one where it's like, when people come to work at TF, we want them to grow as spouses, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, baristas,
Cousins.
The ability to become a more responsible, dependable, mature human being from being a part of the team. I think if you ask anybody that works here, they would all say I've become a better person in the last 6 months even. Kevin, would you agree with that? No doubt. 100%. Sloan, would you agree with that? Yeah, it's like, Derek probably wouldn't because he's only been here for a week, but.
I totally agree.
Good answer. Always growing. The idea of not getting away from the transactional job style again. Like we were really concerned with people becoming better people, better humans, better at whatever they do. We are sold out to customers. We're sold out to customers. There's a difference between sitting down and solving a problem. You know, we talk about we love problems. Problems are goodies. We get points for solving problems. There's a difference between solving a problem because it's making your life harder, although there's merit in that. There's a different level of intellect that we're going to get from that versus the person who's like, this person's a single mom. She wants to take her kids to vacation on Disney World. She's never been able to afford to do that, but she just invested $80 into the memos, and she didn't get the memos. That's a problem. It's a different caliber of problem than I'm just tired of people emailing me in about not getting the memos. You see the difference? No? You all have had food, you have no excuse. Yes. Difference? Yes. See it? Good. And then the last is the only constant is change. We were talking at lunch. Megan was talking about our Glassdoor reviews, which is like, does anybody know what Glassdoor is? Okay. It's basically this like terrorist website that they post job reviews. Truth. Anyways, we had some bad reviews on Glassdoor because one of the, like I think the first two, you'll know probably which ones I'm talking about. They're like, things changed so much. It's like, I didn't know what my role was and it's constantly changing. And part of I think what is healthy about our culture now, things still change all the time. Like we're still changing things all the time. But the difference is like we have set those expectations a little bit better up front. It's like when we're changing things, it's not because we have no idea what's going on. That's not it. It's just that as we grow, things are required to change. So anything that's like that, it might not be this tenet exactly, but anything that's like that, if you can get ahead of that in your culture, control the frame behind it, it's like this is actually a good thing. Same thing with problems. Solving problems is a great thing. We're controlling that narrative. You want to do the same thing in your culture. Cool?